Well, the most fundamental thing is that needs to be a great deal of debt forgiveness. That's what's necessary to get the global economy going again. I'd link this question about the dollar and the question of debt together. We have got a bad situation in the world at the present time, whereby the US is dependent upon import of capital from other countries. As astonishing figures for the first half of this year, which is the United States actually, the depreciation of US capital is greater than the creation of capital in the United States. This is what's happened in the last 6 months. So you've got a strange paradox. The world's number one capitalist country is not creating any capital. Um, this has only occurred twice before in US history. One was at the height of the Great Depression, and the other was during the international financial crisis. I mean, I was so astonished when I saw this figure for the first quarter. I wrote an article and said, look, we've got to be very cautious about this because let's see if it continues or it's just a freaky number. Well, but when the second quarter GDP results come out in the US, it's continuing. What this means is the world's largest economy is dependent upon capital that it's taking, we can say by their financial system, whatever, from other countries. It's like the US has become the world's largest economic parasite. And I know it's very shocking to people, but that is actually the situation. And this is intolerable. A situation whereby it is still almost the highest per capita GDP in the world, apart from a few tiny little countries, that the world's largest economy with the highest per capita GDP is being run by taking capital from other countries. This is impossible situation to continue. And that's what's behind the indebtedness. What should be happening, the traditional thing should be, of course, that the high income economies are able to export capital and undertake investment in the less developing countries. But at the present time, the less developed countries are subsidizing the United States. This is an extraordinary situation. And that's what creates the debt. And if we're going to get this system going again, we're going to have debt forgiveness for these less developed countries as part of a reorganization, hopefully a consensual one. I look forward to seeing what President Biden says.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm afraid there's been more talk than action, but I hope he will say something good. What we need is a peaceful reorganization of this international system.
Hmm.